Hello everybody, Ernie here. It's that time of year, my favorite time of year, when everybody starts to think about the things they want and how they want to change their life. Life change, that has got to be one of my favorite subjects. Did you know there was a time when my life needed some serious change? I don't want to go into the whole story, but I was a crazy drunk running the streets of Metro Atlanta. I hated myself and my life. Eventually just got to the point to where I tried to drink myself to death. Glad that plan didn't work out. Okay, that's probably not your current situation, but it's not a situation that I want to know if you relate to. It's the emotions behind the situation I'm curious if you relate to. Like feeling stuck, trapped, a little depressed. Maybe you're asking yourself the infamous questions, is this all life has to offer? Is this all life is about? And now that I'm getting older, the new one for me is, I guess I won't get a chance to do that. Yikes, don't ever say some shit like that to yourself. I want to share a quick story with you about a man named Bill Black. I met Bill in my late 20s while I was going to AA. He was in his early 60s and had spent his entire life drinking and living in the woods. It's kind of funny, he's got this story about being evicted from this long-time residence in the neighborhood community called the Forest. Anyway, Bill spent his whole life drinking. One day, decided enough was enough and went and got sober. After an AA meeting one night, I saw Bill pacing the parking lot kicking rocks. I went up to him, I asked him, I said, Bill, what's wrong? And he looked up in tears in his face and he said, Ernie, I have wasted my entire life. All I've done is drank. I barely saw any family. I never tried to start a business or build a career. I never tried to travel or see the world. And now I'm at the end of my life, standing here in this parking lot, thinking about how I could have changed things years ago. I said, Bill, you remember that old timer that you shared a couple nights ago? That dude was 93 years old. You're 62. That's 31 years, Bill. You mean to tell me you can't get something done in 31 years? Bill? He looked at me all perplexed. He got this smile on his face. He said, Ernie, I never thought of that. Here's the reason for the video. Friends, we're not getting any younger. We're not cats. We don't have 9 lives. We only go through this once. We got one shot at this thing, so make it count. Now, my question for you for 2017 is, what's that one thing you could do or accomplish that'll make the biggest difference in your life? Hell with all the New Year's resolution hype and forget all the set 10 goals for the year Brian Tracy stuff and figure out that one thing that's going to make the difference in your life. Do you know what it is yet? Okay, good. Next question. Have the voices started yet? The voices say, you can't do that. You don't have enough money. You can't do that. You don't have enough time. You can't do that. You have kids. Or my favorite, who are you to do that anyway? That's the voices of safety. We all have them. Ignore the voices. That's your brain making excuses to keep you in your comfort zone. Did you know that the #1 regret expressed the moment before death is, I wish I'd have taken more action? Don't let that be you. I love using Nick Vujicic as an example. Have you ever heard of him? The guy was born with phocomelia. It's a rare deformity where the hands and feet are underdeveloped or absent. Basically, the guy's got no arms and no legs, but he's still been able to create a life of abundance. Better yet, fulfillment and happiness. If a guy with no arms and legs can do that, what can you do? What can you do with a decision and some action? We live in America. We have unlimited access to all the free information we can absorb. Maybe the question should be, what's your excuse? Remember Bill? A 60-year-old drunk that spent the majority of his life in the woods? He was able to turn his entire life around with a decision and some action. So with all your talent, all your skill, all your knowledge, and not to mention incredible human virtue, what can you do? For 2017, I want you to dig deep and think hard about your life. Decide to make this the best year ever and go after that one thing that's going to make the biggest impact in your life. I proclaim 2017 the year of gratefulness, abundance. Have a happy holiday, happy new year, and more important, a very grateful 2017. Thanks for watching.